we were finding the general rules, or trying to find the rules of number patterns using the differences. Okay, today we're going to do the same thing, but now we're just going to focus on TN notation. I suspect you guys have seen this before. I hope you guys have seen this before. This is generally the notation we use when we talk about number patterns, especially in grade 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so the sooner you get used to this, the better. First thing you need to know is TN. When I talk about TN, guys, I'm talking about the general term, okay? How do I find any term on the sequence? N is the position of the term, so take note, guys. That N that's over there is the same N that's over here. Okay, so if I say N is 1, let's say N is 1. So that means T1 will be term 1. Okay, let me move the chat because now I'm writing sideways because the chat is right on top of my board. So T1 will be the same as term 1. Okay, and when I say term 1, I'm talking about the position. What term is in the first position? Okay, D would be the constant difference. So obviously we'll be dealing with what type of sequence, linear or arithmetic sequence. So D would be the constant difference. What is the constant difference again? Please remind me in the chat what I said the constant difference is. Or whatever you remember about the constant difference. Remind me. Constant difference, guys. Anybody that had a up? What we used to go to the next term? After adding or subtract. I like how you guys are helping each other. I like it. Yeah. Sorry, this is an emergency. I had to answer it. There we go. I like that you guys are helping each other. So the constant difference is, as per Sunday, what we use to get to the next term after adding or subtracting. Thank you. So difference means you add or you subtract the same thing. I said nothing about timesing and dividing. Okay, keep that in mind. Now let us move on. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we were doing. Okay, this time we're just putting it in a table and we have to find TN. Now there is an official formula for TN, but for now I prefer we just use our method that we used last week. Okay, now let's talk about the sequence that's going on, the number pattern, excuse me, on the screen. Hands up, what's going on in that number pattern? Katleho says adding 3. Pindile. Hi, Pindile. Wutu agrees. Wutu, well done. You're on the leaderboard. Ketu also says add 3. Pindile doesn't want to unmute. There we go.
We're adding 3.
We are adding 3. So to go from 2 to 5, we add 3. 5 to 8, we add 3. So how do we get in position number 5? iPhone's hand is up. iPhone, first tell us your name. Hello. Okay, iPhone will talk to me when iPhone has unmuted. So we are adding 3, right? So please tell me what's in position number 5. See, this table helps us with visualizing the position and then the actual value of the term. Tell me what is in position number 5. Now, if we look up here, okay, these are positions. These are your ends. Okay, in. These are your ends. So in position number 1, we have a value of 2. So Tn is 2. When n is 1, Tn is 2. When n is 2, Tn is 5. I'll write that down just now. I see Asante says 14. Novoyo, do you want to answer? Hi, Novoyo.
Oh, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm fine. Then I
Okay.
did the calculation wrong.
All right. So guys, number 4 will be 8 plus 3, which is 11. And then number 5 will have to be 11 plus 3, which is 14. Indeed, Asante, thank you very much for answering that question. This will be 14. Now, guys, this is easy because I'm asking for terms that are right next to each other. What happens if I ask you for what's in position number 200, right? Then you would have to have a way to find it, which is why we are working with the TN formula today, guys. It will be ridiculous to write all your terms until you get to term number 100, isn't it? So it's nice to have a general term. There we go. This thing was active for 2 seconds, but we are back. Okay. Now, who remembers what I said about finding that rule last week? Last week, we were finding the rules, okay? This week, we are writing them in TN notation. Who remembers what I said last week about finding the rules? Your first clue is we already have our constant difference. We have to do something with this constant difference. Guys, what is it? This 3 is very special. We didn't look at it and look forward for nothing. We have to do something with it. So please remind me, what do we do with the 3? Yes, hello, anybody? Instruction was, question was, what do we do with the 3? You are correct, but we need to go step by step, okay? What do we do with the 3? Nope. Come on, guys. There are 48 of you in here. We use it to multiply our n term. So we make it our, what is the word we used? Thank you, Asande. But what is the official word that I used? Constant difference. Okay, it is the constant difference, but you make the constant difference your multiplier. I'm worried that we are not practicing at home. I'm worried. We make this your multiplier. Okay, so we know we're gonna have a 3 times, and this time we don't write term position or position of term. We write n. Do you see that, guys? This is why this notation is important. So we want 3n, and whatever we do here has to equal tn, right? But we don't know what we do yet, so we're going to test it with the number 1. We're going to test it with the number 1. So tell me, guys, what is in position 1? I'm telling you that my n is 1, hence the 1 over there. And on this side, I want tn. What is tn at 1? Let me know. 2. So whatever I do here, I want an answer of 2, right? So 3 times 1 gives me 3. What do I still need to do to the sum to get to 2? Thank you, Little Boucher. It feels like you guys are coming back to me. We're being very quiet just now. You subtract 1. So essentially what we did is we said 3 times the position, which is n, subtract by 1. And this should give us tn. Are we getting it, guys? Let me know in the chat, are we getting it? Yes, we subtract 1. More people are starting to talk to me, so we're getting somewhere. So that's how we get the rule. But I always said to you, test the rule. We know that term number 3 is how much? Tell me how much term number 3 is. Novoya? Yes, dear.
Oh, ma'am, I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Ma'am, so ma'am, to find the value of the next term, you must say 3 times Then you must first find the constant difference. After finding the constant difference, you make it a multiplier, and then you multiply the term, the position of the term, and
Mhm.
then you see what if you have to add or subtract to get the value.
Yes, ma'am. What a beautiful summary. It's exactly what we're doing.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Guys, did you hear that beautiful summary? It was just a summary first. She said, find your constant difference, okay? Constant difference, we said, is D. Constant difference is 3. You make it your multiplier, okay? So it's going to be 3 times position, hence the pink. And the answer we want is the value, which is blue. So you have to check, what am I adding or subtracting to get from pink to blue? And in this case, we have to subtract 1. Now let's test it. It's always good to test your answers in maths, guys. So we know in position 3, so T3. Geez, this thing is really, there we go. T3 is 3 times 3 minus 1. Okay, for all of you who are lost, maybe 3 wasn't a good idea because now there's 3s everywhere. For all those who are lost, this 3 that's at the bottom here is n. Okay, it's the same 3 that's in there. So whatever's at the bottom of T must be the same that's in there because they're both n, right? So n can't be 2 there and 1 there because they're both n. Okay, so 3 times 3. How much is 3 times 3, guys? In the chat quickly. How much is 3 times 3 in the chat? Oh, opening dialogue, so I'm not meant to open. Here we go. 9. And then you subtract 1, and we indeed have 8. Do you see that your formula works? Important to check it. Okay, so this will be 9. My pen is really not in the mood for me today. So 9 minus 1, and that's 8. Isn't 8 what we have in position 3? Yes, it is. Our formula works. Do you see, you guys? So we have a formula. So where it says N, that's where you're going to write this formula. So in position N, as an in position unknown, in whichever position, our general formula is going to be denoted by 3n minus 1. Before I write that down, does everybody understand what I'm saying? Let me know in the chat. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Yes, we are, future. Yes, we do. Okay, guys, once you have this, you don't have to write down a long list, right? You just substitute. So if we want position 7, that's T7. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. Sorry, guys. T7, tell me, where are we going to substitute the 7? 3, 7 is, give me the whole formula, what happens after the T7 is. In the chat, everyone. And we have 53 participants, so I expect at least half responses. Where do we put the 7? Thank you, Letobuhle. Everyone else, give me the formula of what I write after T7. Thank you, Butu. Thank you, Lufuno. It's here. I have more than 3 learners in here, guys. Thank you, Sunday, Theodora, Lindalani. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Everyone else that I haven't heard you guys are too quiet for my liking. Sompo, Rutendo, there we go. We're getting somewhere. Pindile, Novoyo, there we go. So it's going to be T7 is 3 times 7 minus 1. And tell me what the answer is going to be. 20. because 21 minus 1 would be 20. Guys, isn't this more convenient than writing down all these numbers until you get to number 7? Do 10 for me quickly and tell me what the answer is. So T10 will be 3 times 10 minus 1. How much is that, guys? There we go. This participation is what I signed up for. 29 superstars, and we have filled out our table. Are we satisfied before I move on to the next one? Are we good? We good? Yes, you guys are superstars. I love it. I have a yes. Okay, this one is too easy because we're doing the same thing. I want one that's a little bit more different. There we go. Let's do this one together, guys. I don't see any hands, so I'm assuming you guys are sort of following what I'm doing. Novoyo, take screenshots. Writing is going to take a while. Make sure you know how to screenshot. There we go. Here are all the notes. Can I put all of them? There we go. So try to screenshot so that we can quickly move on to the next ones. Okay, done. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Yes, wonderful. Okay, let's go to a little bit different one. Okay, what's going on here? The one you see on the screen now, what's going on there? Come on, guys. We're very quiet. Can I have a few hands to discuss this? You know, I like it when I hear you guys' voices. This class is way too quiet. Come on. People over here. Yes, you are, Chichi. And the class is very quiet without you. I don't know what's going on. Pindile. Hi, Pindile. Let's hear someone's voice for once. Okay, I see you guys in the chat. Thank you very much. Pindile, please unmute so I can speak to you. There we go.
Sorry. Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Are we, isn't we subtracting 8?
We're subtracting
-8.
Just 8.
8,
remember?
yeah, 8, yeah. My
Just
bad, sorry.
8. So our
8.
difference would be -8. Beautiful. So now we're going to use this 8. And what do we have to multiply it by? Has Pindile run away from me? Yes, Pindile has. Tell me in the chat, guys. We multiply the -8 by what?
The number before, if I'm wrong.
Remember, we have to multiply it by your position.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yo.
N.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So let's do it with position 1, Pindile. Is that okay? Pindile has vanished again. Okay, we multiply it. We're doing it with 1. Tell me, what's the answer that we want? So this one is the same as the one that's on the table. Now, which answer do we want? Which TN do we want if we're going to use position 1? We're going to use anyone? What value do we want if we're going to use position 1? What is the value of T1, guys? Term number 1. Guys, anyone? 15. Thanks for Sunday. We need 15. So -8 times 1 does not give me 15. I can guarantee that. That's -8. So tell me what I need to add or subtract to get to 15. Let me know, guys. Finally, I see answers in the chat. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. What do I need to add or subtract to get to 15? I'm currently sitting at -8. I need positive 15. So I'm definitely not subtracting anything. I need to add something. Tell me in the chat, how much am I adding? No. Remember, you have to go all the way from -8 to 0 and then all the way to 15. How much is that? From -8 to 0, how many spaces are you jumping? Then from 0 to 15 and add those two. Yeah, it's coming back to you, Chichi. No, guys. Integers are a problem. I see that, guys. Remember, if you are at -8, you want to get to positive 15. And we are adding, so we have to go that way, right? So here is 0. To get from -8 to 0, how much do I need to add? Thank you, 23 in total. Guys, to get from there to there, I first need to add 8. But then I'm only at 0, I need to add another. Excuse me. Oop, I need to add another 15. So 8 plus 15 is 23. Oh, we need to go and revise. Thank you. We need to go and revise our integers, guys. We need to revise our integers. That's how I'll be blessed if we go and revise our integers, guys. Please. Okay, so here we start at -8 and we have to add 23 and we'll be at 15. So then our rule will go -8 times the position, which is n, plus 23, and that'll be Tn. So this is how we write it. To get the term in number n, you say -8 times whatever n is plus 23. Okay, now let's put that into our table. And then you guys on your own there, I want you to tell me what is in position 5, 7, and 10. What is in position 5, 7, and 10? Use the rule that we just got and tell me what number belongs in position 5, 7, and 10. So Tn will be -8n plus 23. Tell me what's in position 5, 7, and 10. Okay, I have a -17 from Huiti. Oh, I have hands raised. This is beautiful. Novoyo, did you just raise your hand? I'm not sure if Pindile was from before. Hi, Novoyo.
The answer for 5 is -17.
-17.
And the answer for 7 is -33.
-23 or 33? I couldn't hear you properly.
33. 33.
233, okay. And then for 10?
-57.
-57. Let's test all of these. Okay. So if T5 is -8 times 5 plus 23, -8 times 5 would be -40 plus 23. And indeed, that would be -17. So we are correct here by T5. Let's go to T7. That would be -8 times 7 plus 23. Okay, what's -8 times 7? This pen is going to make me scream and pull out my hair in front of you guys. Ugh. There we go. Woo! It's -56 if my mathematics still works. I hope so. And if you add 23 to -56, you get -33. So that would be correct. Okay. Can we not hear me? What's going on? I'm seeing panic in the chat. Can we all hear me? No? Yes? Okay, there we go. So negative 8 times 10 would be negative 80 plus 23, and that would be, did you say negative 57 or 67? I hope you said 57, which you did. That's correct. Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up about this concept in the chat. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If you're still like, I'm sort of getting there, that's okay. But generally, how do we all feel about this concept? Noboyo? Oh, no, we vanished. Okay, I see your thumbs up in the reactions. Vote also put thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, I see the thumbs up in the reactions as well. Okay, we're doing well. It's okay, Noboyo. Cool. Seems like we're getting this. Unati? No. Okay, Unati wanted to put the thumbs up. That's fine. Okay, I want us to do more challenging things. Guys, I want us to do more challenging things. And this feels like very easy. So I'm gonna take us over to this one. It's not bad. It's actually really easy. Let's discuss what's going on here. What's my constant difference? I'm gonna do this one and then it's brain break. Simple. What is confusing me? Thank you, Butu. Everyone else, do you agree? Is my constant difference negative a half? From there to there, from there to there. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we are subtracting a half, subtracting a half. Do not panic because it is a fraction, a negative fraction. Don't panic, just follow your rules. So this will now be our constant difference, okay? So constant difference is negative half, which means we're going to use it. So negative a half times your position must give you the value of your position. Again, we are using 1, guys, it's just because it's easier. So position 1 is the same one we're going to use there. Okay, times negative a half times 1 plus or minus something must give us 1 and a half. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. So what are we adding or subtracting, guys? Are we adding or subtracting anything? I want to show this. So this negative a half is this negative. I have a question. Yes, Pindile. What's your question? Pindile, you need to raise your hand so we can unmute you, my darling. Please. There we go. Hi, Pindile. Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
How did we get to the negative half?
Yes, I can hear you.
How did we get to the negative half?
Because we're subtracting half. We're subtracting half, Pindile. Do you agree that to go from 1.5 to 1, you have to minus a half?
Yes, I do. Okay.
Yes, so we just checked.
Thanks, ma'am.
So to go from 1.5 to 1, and then from 1 to a half, you minus a half again. So that has to be negative a half.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, tell me what negative a half times 1 is. Anything times 1, guys, this should be easy. Negative a half times 1. What's negative a half times 1? This part is going to give us negative a half. But we want to get to 1.5. So what am I adding, guys? What am I adding from negative a half to 1.5 to get? It's not quite 3, but you're very close. Yes, guys, negative a half times 1 is negative a half. But what do I need to add to get to 1.5? Remember, if you add a half, you only get to 0. It can't be negative 2, so you'll be going in the wrong direction of the number line. Number line. Integers, it looks like we have to revise integers, guys, aren't we? If you add a half to negative a half, aren't you just at 0? What's negative 1 plus 1? It's just 0. Thank you, Butu. You add 2, guys. We add 2. Do we have number lines in our books? No, we don't. Next time, I think I'm going to have to include one because integers are a little bit unkind to us right now. And so is my pen, apparently. Okay, there we go. Guys, if you are at negative a half, that's 0. That's a half, which is before 1. 1.5. So to get from negative a half to 0, we have to add half. To get from there to there, we need to add another half. And then we need to add another half. And then we need to add another half. And if you have half plus half, that's 1, 1.5, 2. So we have to add 2, guys. We understand? So then our rule is going to be negative a half times n plus 2. That was a little bit challenging. Not really though, because you guys can do it. Just a little bit. So now that we have that, let's fill in the rest of our table. So this is equal to Tn. So this goes there. Okay. And it's going to be negative a half plus 2. Now let's fill in 5, 7, and 50. N. Ooh, I forgot n. Guys, negative a half n. I'm doing n again instead of 5. Let me do the correct notation. We are learning Tn notation after all. So T5 equals negative a half times 5 plus 2. Negative a half times 5, guys, or negative and a positive give you a negative. Half times 5 is 2.5. And then you add 2. Okay? 2.5 plus 2 is going to leave you at negative a half. So here we're going to be at negative half. Check yourself if you've done this. And then T7. Oh, I need to find a more clear way to write down my thoughts because I literally write everywhere. I just realized. T7 is going to be negative a half times 7. My stuff can cooperate. Times 7 plus 2, which is negative and a positive is a negative. 3,5. Well, 3.5. I shouldn't introduce decimals, otherwise we're all gonna lose it. Yes, hands up. I saw a hand up. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Negative 3/2. Thank you, guys. Whoever raised their hand, please unmute and ask your question. Okay, this is 3.5 plus 2, which is just equal to negative 1.5. But as some of you have so nicely put it for me, it's negative 3/2. Yes, in the chat. Let's see. Sorry, my mistake. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you guys are sort of understanding this, okay? Are we sort of understanding this? Are we not understanding this? Give me an indication because we're gonna push it a little bit after the brain break, guys. So I need to know that you guys are getting this. In the meantime, tell me in the chat what's the answer for T50. What's the answer for T50 in the chat, Pindile?
The answer for T50 is negative 23.
Oh, geez, you're actually answering me. I thought you had a question.
No, I didn't. I was answering.
Superstar, Pindile. Superstar. Thank you. negative 23, and this was negative 1.5. Thank you very much, Pindile. And everybody in the chat. I love it. That was a lot of clicking. My fingers are numb, but I love it. Let's go to the brain break. You guys deserve it. Okay, today, we are doing riddles. And because I don't want you to cheat, I want you guys to raise your hand before I show you the riddles. So I'm going to need like 4 people to solve my riddles for me. Let's see. Mulimo was the first person to pop their hand up. Mulimo? Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you ready? Let's see what we've got for you today. Must tell us what the answer for this riddle is. What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence? Any ideas? In the chat, you guys are not even helping him. Come on, guys.
Help him.
What time is it when an elephant sits on the fence? Ooh.
Ma'am, it's time to
Time to?
fix the fence. Oh,
It is. It's time to fix the fence. Mulimo, I hope you didn't Google that.
no,
But if an
ma'am, no.
elephant spits on it, guys, then it's ruined. That means it's time to fix it. Phew. Thank you, Mulimo.
Yes, ma'am.
Lindelani asked for time to eat. Guys, Tando, are
Hello,
you ready?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. What 2 things can you never eat for breakfast?
A fork and knife?
No. You are next, Lisiba. Remember, what 2 things can you not eat for breakfast? Just 2 things.
Lunch
Oh,
and dinner.
he gave you one. There we go. Lunch and dinner, guys. If it's lunch, then it's not at breakfast. And if it's dinner, then it's not at breakfast. You guys are superstars. Lisiba, are you ready? Lisiba.
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Really? Let's go. Let's answer the number. Lisiba is gone. Okay,
I
let's
love the
see.
energy. Like,
Right.
yes, ready.
There's yours, Lisiba. 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, 0 in a house, but 1 in a shelter. What am I? Lisiba's thinking hard. It's even silent, guys.
Ish, ma'am,
There's
yeah.
2s in the chat. Lisiba. Some people are suggesting some things for you. The letter O. Marcus says a spider. I would have run away if there were spiders. A tortoise. Guys, why would there be a tortoise in a shelter? I love it. A wall, a snail. What do you think, Lisiba?
Ma'am, I'm still thinking.
Ooh, Shompa has a nice suggestion. Someone says snake. Guys, there's 2 snakes in a corner. That's scary. I'd die. Ooh, they have the answer.
The letter R, ma'am.
The letter R. Let's check out corner. Corner has 2 R's. You see them?
Yes, ma'am.
So 2 in a corner, 1 in a room. There's none in a house, 0 in a house, and 1 in a shelter. So it's the letter R. Thank you, guys. You guys are superstars. Siguye, you are next. And then I think we're gonna end off with Novoyo. These ones I couldn't find nice pictures, but like I feel like they were really nice and smart. Siguye, you need to unmute before I show you. Almost cheated there for a second. Siguye.
Unmute.
There we go. Never mind. Muted back again.
There.
Hey. We can't hear anything, Siguye. Is it just me?
Yeah, I can't hear anything as well.
Siguye, your mic is not working, my darling. Unfortunately, we're going down the list. And the next time you must raise your hand super fast. No, boyo. It's falling onto you.
Yes, ma'am.
You're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
What can jump higher than a building? Suggestions? What can jump higher than a building? Anyone? A bird? Lee, there's a bird jump. Oh, is it a bird? Is it a bird? Is it Superman? No, it's not a bird. What can jump higher than a building? A kangaroo. I don't think a kangaroo.
A kangaroo.
No, I promise you it's not one. Can't jump higher than a building. Guys, the planes jump. Tape? I'm not sure which tape you're talking about. Guys, yes, Zvanga buildings can't jump, so everything can jump higher than a building. Anything that jumps can jump higher than a building. That was the riddle. You get it?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
buildings don't jump, so even you can jump higher than a building.
Yes, ma'am.
Pindile, it looks like you're going to be able to answer the last one. Are you ready, Pindile? Someone's laughing in the reaction.
Yes, I am.
Well, Pindile
Yes,
has
I'm
been
ready.
waiting for this moment. I laugh. There
I've
isn't one
been
after this.
dying.
If there isn't one after this, you're going to kill me, aren't you? Like, I'm just going to...
Okay.
I hope... Oh, there we go.
I'm ready.
If you drop a yellow hat in the Red Sea, what does it become?
Purple.
Are you sure? Pindile?
Yeah. No, green.
A yellow hat in the Red Sea. There's green, yellow, blue, orange.
Oh no, the hat
purple,
turns.
pink.
The hat turns. The hat turns red.
Nope. There we go. It becomes wet. It doesn't change color. Guys, the Red Sea is not actually red. You guys know that, right?
Oh.
It just becomes wet. That was a trick, Pindile. Got you
Thank
guys.
you. You really did.
Okay, I think our brains have taken. Okay, guys, thank you for participating. This was beautiful. Yes, the head becomes yours, guys. Now let's do one more. Just one. I'm gonna just challenge a little bit. Okay, don't be mad at me. I know you can do it. I put it there because I know you can do it. Oh wait. There's one more. There's one more. Okay, I'm gonna open the floor to everyone in the chat. What can you serve but not eat? In the chat, everyone, let's hear you. What can you serve but not eat? A plate? No. You can't say the service, guys. Tennis or Mulema, I'm starting to think you're Googling these. You're getting all of them. I'm starting to be suspicious, Mulema. But it's fine. It's a tennis ball, guys. You know when you serve, you're like, But Lee's like
I
attitude.
like Lee's answer.
You can serve attitude, but you can't eat it. Lee, you're my type of person. Your sister, you know what you're doing to my children. Sister, I don't like it. I don't like it, sister. Okay, whew, that was attitude made my day. I'm gonna tell the next class that the answer of attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the last part of TA notation. Okay, this is pretty simple forward. The only thing is now we have to find the position. Okay, now let's first do the normal steps that we're used to doing. Okay, let's fill in this table. We have enough time just to fill in this table, and then we're moving on to life and sleeping and eating and everything. Okay, tell me quickly, guys, what's the constant difference here? What's my constant difference? Quickly, guys. 3, thanks for 2. So from -1 to 2, we are adding 3. Marco, shout out to Marco and Wutu. Everyone else is still thinking about attitude and saving it. Oh, is that what you guys are doing to me? Oh, Delani and Remo and now I don't know if Mpos Lufuno or if Mpos is Mpos. Ish. Is it difficult? So we are adding 3, guys. So the constant difference is 3. So we have 3 times position equals. We're working with position 1 and we want -1. So if this is 3, guys, what are we adding or subtracting to get to -1? We are currently at 3. We want to get to -1. Did your name change again? I'm pretty sure your name was changed when I went back to Mpo. Okay, guys, what are we subtracting or adding to get to -1? Thanks, Theodora. -4. Okay, so our rule is 3n minus 4. Right now, we don't have time, but remember to check your answers, guys. Okay? Remember to check your answers when you have time in a test, especially. So here we're going to write Tn is 3n minus 4. So I know the 5 one is easy. We can all do it. Let's talk about these 2 guys that are over here. Guys, if 41 is the value of the term, that's what 41 is, right? Where do we substitute it in our formula? The 41 is the value. Remember in the beginning we had a little glossary? So if I say Tn equals 3n minus 4. And I'm telling you that 41 is the value of a term. So where do I put, excuse me, 41? Yes, Buddha seems to have figured it out. So help us, help us. Where do we put the 41 in our formula? Where does it fit in? Let me know. Anybody? No. Guys, do you agree that Tn is 41? So wherever you see Tn, you can substitute 41. Come on, guys. Okay, so if Tn, I highlighted so nicely for you, is 41. And here you can put 41 equals 3n minus 4. So in this case, now we are trying to work out what the position is. We have the value. We want to know what position will have a value of 41. Any ideas, guys? 15, 17, yay, we are just whoop, 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 whoop. Any ideas? How do I get rid of everything that's around the n? I want n over here to be left on its own. And I want my answer to be n equals something. How would I do that? I'm asking a specific question, guys. How do I get n? Sombo? Guys,
Hi, ma'am.
answer my question. Hi, Sompo.
Ma'am, don't we say term 2 minus term 1?
No, remember we're looking for the position. We're not looking for the constant difference now. That was for
Okay,
the
ma'am.
constant difference, but we already found the constant difference.
Okay, ma'am.
You get it? Okay, we are forgetting important stuff like inverse operations. Yes, Tando?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
So, we need to take the 4 to the other side.
And then what happens to it?
So in this case, we're going to add 41 plus 4, which then will give you 45.
And then what?
And then we are going to divide. We're going to divide it by 3 on both sides, which then is going to give you 15.
15. You are a superstar, Tando.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are a superstar. Okay, guys. I didn't want you to guess. I wanted you to follow the formula and method. Okay. Kamsa said, ma'am, would we add it to 4 to 41, go 45, then divide by 3. Yes. Yes. Brilliant, guys. Inverse operation. So you first get rid of this 4. If it's plus on the side and you take it over, if it's minus, excuse me, and you take it over, it becomes plus. So now you have 45 equals 3n. 3n is the same as 3 times n. So you have to divide it on both sides and it will tell you that n is 15. We will start here on Wednesday. Please do the poll. We have to run off quickly.